Welcome, and thank you for joining us. I'd like to share a special story with you. The Song of the Proverbial Forest. Long ago, in a land cradled between hills and rivers, there stood a forest unlike any other. This forest was known to many as the Proverbial Forest, a place where stories and secrets hid within the rustling leaves and ancient trees. It was said that the forest was older than the hills themselves, and whoever wandered beneath its tall branches found themselves face to face with both mysteries and lessons they never expected. Villagers from nearby spoke of strange happenings. The forest holds the memories of the past, the elders would say with knowing looks. It keeps what is forgotten by men. Some believed that deep within the forest lived a sacred tree that had withstood storms, wars, and the passing of many generations. Its smooth bark was scarred with strange marks, as though bullets had tried to tear it down. But it stood tall and proud, like a guardian keeping watch over the forest. It was also said that somewhere in the proverbial forest, hidden beneath a carpet of green moss and soft earth, lay an ancient treasure, not one made of gold or silver, but a treasure of wisdom. Legends claimed that anyone who found the right spot, a place known only to those pure of heart, would receive the gift of answers to their deepest questions. But beware, warned the elders. The forest does not give easily. It only reveals its wisdom to those who truly seek it. The people of the village had lived alongside the forest for as long as anyone could remember. Some believed the forest was a sacred place where the spirits of rivers, mountains, and ancestors whispered through the leaves. Others said it was a dangerous place where careless visitors could lose their way forever if they did not walk with respect. Once a year, the villagers gathered for the Blessing Festival, a time to give thanks for the land and honor the spirits they believed lived among the trees. During the festival, no one entered the forest unless they were on a sacred journey, something only the elders or special visitors dared to do. One boy, Kofi, always wondered about the forest and the stories tied to it. His grandfather told him that long ago, warriors fought a great battle at the edge of the forest. It was here, his grandfather whispered one night, that they learned the greatest lesson of all, not how to win, but how to stand strong, even in defeat. But that wasn't the only story the old man told. There's also a tree deep in the forest, one that holds the marks of those battles, he said. The tree remembers everything. It remembers the drums of war, the songs of peace, and the prayers of those who came before us. To this day, the forest echoes with those memories. One rainy season, a visitor came to the village, a storyteller from far away. The visitor told a tale of a hidden valley with waterfalls so beautiful that people believed the water could heal broken hearts and even make a person whole again. But only those who enter the forest with an honest heart may find it, the storyteller warned. Inspired by these tales, Kofi decided to explore the edge of the forest one quiet afternoon. As he walked along the winding path, the sound of rushing water drew him closer to the heart of the forest. With every step, the trees seemed to whisper ancient words, though Kofi couldn't quite understand them. It felt as if the forest was both welcoming and testing him, waiting to see if his heart was pure. Finally, he reached a clearing where he saw the tree his grandfather had spoken of. Its bark was smooth in some places, but marked with scars in others, scars that looked like old bullet holes. Kofi touched the tree gently and felt a strange energy, as though the tree had been waiting for him. Nearby, the sound of the waterfall roared louder, and a cool breeze swept through the clearing. Kofi followed the sound until he found himself at the edge of a beautiful waterfall, just as the storyteller had described. The water sparkled in the sunlight, and Kofi knew at that moment that the stories were true. He knelt by the water and cupped his hands to drink. As the cool water touched his lips, he felt a strange calm wash over him, as though all his worries had been carried away by the stream. In the proverbial forest, there was no need to search for answers. They came quietly, like the wind through the trees, to those willing to listen. Kofi stood there for a long time, watching the water cascade over the rocks. He thought about the stories his grandfather had told him, the battles, the lessons, and the tree that remembered everything. He realized that the forest was more than a place of mystery. It was a place of memory, where old wounds and new dreams lived side by side. When Kofi finally made his way back to the village, he carried a small stone from the waterfall in his pocket, a reminder of what he had found in the forest. He didn't need to tell anyone what he had discovered because he knew that the forest had already told him what mattered most. Some answers cannot be found with words. They live in the quiet places, waiting to be felt. And so, the proverbial forest remained untouched, filled with secrets and stories, waiting patiently for the next curious heart brave enough to listen. Thank you for being a part of this story, and may you carry its wisdom with you wherever your own adventures take you. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What lessons do you believe the forest offers to those willing to listen? And if you were in Kofi's shoes, would you have followed the call of the waterfall? We can't wait to hear where your imagination takes you.